Hi guys, today I'm reviewing the Tag Heuer Formula 1 WAZ1110. Probably one of the most popular entry-level Swiss watches that there are at the moment, but also one that splits a lot of opinions in the watch world. It splits opinions for a lot of different reasons, some that I'll go into today. It's very popular with people around my age group of a certain demographic, very recognisable, and probably one of the most bought Swiss watches that there are today. But for some reason, a lot of people don't like them. So let's find out why. So before we get into the review, do a little wrist check. Today I'm wearing my Seiko 5 SNK 805. Nice and simple today. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is the Tag Heuer Formula 1 WAZ1110, which is a mouthful if you say it all together. I just call it a Formula 1. It is the date complication only version. You can also get this model on a rubber strap. Much more of a bracelet type person myself. So a little bit about this watch before we get into it. I bought it from a friend for a very favourable price, bit of a mates rate situation. It came boxed in pretty decent condition. I mean, he just had it serviced, takes care of his things, as you can see. So, the dimensions of this. It is a 41mm case, 46mm lug-to-lug tip. It is 20mm lugs, and it comes in at around 16mm thick. Quite a thin case. Obviously the bezel chunks it up a little bit. Very much falls into the sports watch type of category. So we have a 120 click unidirectional bezel. As you can hear, it's a very loud bezel. I mean, I kind of like the army bezels. I like to know that I'm spinning them. I like a bit of substance in them, but that's not for everyone. Now the bezel is PVD coated as well as the crown here. Gives a very nice look, accents the matte face very well, I think. The whole case and bracelet is a brushed steel finish. We have sapphire crystal, a screw down crown, shades in its water resistance. Just screw that back in there. As we look to the rear of it, is also a screw down back. This model has 200 meters water resistance, which I think is a nice level. I think 100 meters is a bit underplaying things, and 200 meters comes in quite well, I think. The dial has a really nice matte finish to it, which is nice because it's not black, it's more of a grey black, if you know what I mean. It's got applied battens around the edge there, as you can see. The date window are free, nice framed date window. As you can see on that matte black face, nice printed logo there, really stands out. It's also got the Tag Heuer down there with Formula 1 printed on it in red, and just below the 6, that all important Swiss made print. Now these are applied battens around the edge. As you can see, very legible oversized digits for the 12 and the 6. Nice simple face, very legible, as I say. Loom around the battens, the 12 and the hands. I'll pop in a little shot that I've got down at the bottom here for you to see. Overall, I think it's a really nice design, really nice legible face there with the white battens and the minute track around the edge. As I say, really oversized 12 and 6, makes it a really easy read, but really stands out to other people too. So we have a, as I said before, brushed stainless steel finish on the bracelet. It's a standard clasp, Tag Heuer logo embossed on it there. I found that this is a really nice, easy wear. It's really comfortable, this bracelet. I don't know if everyone finds that, but I do. I think it's because it's this free link system. conforms to your wrist really nicely. 3-link Oyster bracelet. As I'm moving around the bracelet, I'm going to start to get to the downsides of this watch, and you'll see why it's a downside. But the clasp, 3 micro adjusts, which is I'd be alright with that personally. I mean, a lot of people do want 4. I think that's the standard, but I don't think you can complain much missing 1. Just pop that open. It's a standard pressed clasp, which it's the type of thing that you find on a Seiko. Not something that I complain about on a Seiko. Also, a little extension clasp here, also a pressed style. It's not something that I'd complain about on a Seiko, but when we get into the price of this watch, it might be a little bit of a complaint. Now that's the first minor thing that I could forgive. There's one thing that I've been not pointing out for a good reason, and that's the main downside of this watch. For me, it's not the bracelet. I think that's quite nice and it conforms well to my wrist. Obviously, I'd prefer milled clasp. That's just a bit of quality that you'd expect. You get it in Longines Hydro Conquest, which is around the same price as this, and I'd expect the same from Tag. But the main downside for me to this is that quartz movement. Once you start paying this type of price, retail, this watch is £900, which works out as I think it's on the Tag website for $1,200. Now when you move past that $1,000 mark, you really want to be looking at automatic movement. And really, the only thing that saves this watch is that it's a Tag. I mean, it's literally the name. I think any other manufacturer without this type of heritage wouldn't be able to put something out like that. It's a Swiss made quartz movement, which, you know, I guess helps, but at the same time it's still a quartz movement. The amount of watches that you can get with a Swiss made automatic movement at this price range is ridiculous, and the only reason that I think you'd pick one of these up is as a daily driver. I think it's something that's nice and easy to throw in your wrist, keeps time perfectly. You're not going to have to change it every time that you put it on of the morning. And I think that's the only real saving grace for that movement. Now, sitting around the £900 mark, this is an entry level Swiss watch. It's probably one of the first Swiss watches that people own. One of the first proper luxury watches that you get before moving on to other things. I know a lot of people around my age that had this as their first Swiss watch, first luxury watch. And the reason for that is, I think, mostly the name. I think a lot of people don't look into these watches before they buy them, and that's why they don't see the quartz movement as an issue. A lot of people that just want a good name on the wrist, something that they can wear daily, this is probably perfect for them. Now that I've got my little moans out of the way, what's my opinion of this watch? This is probably in the top 5 of the watches that I wear daily at the moment. I absolutely love this watch. It's just simple, classic styling. I just think those massive 12 and 6 digits really stand out. I love the way that the Tag logo really pops on that face. I love the way that the PVD is really well accented with the brushed steel. This is by far one of my favourite watches. And I think that for me is because I can pick it up every day and it's going to be the right time. I don't have to set it in the morning while I'm on my way into work. People know what it is when I've got it on. It's something that instantly makes people think that you know your watches, that you're into your watches, which is weird because as soon as you get into your watches you kind of move on from this watch. But it is definitely one that I wear on a regular basis and I enjoy wearing it because it's so easy to wear. It's just nice on your wrist. It's really comfortable wear. So my conclusion for the Tag Heuer Formula 1, or this version anyway, there are hundreds of different versions. If you have the £900 to spend, I'd probably be looking maybe at the second-hand market for a nice automatic Swiss watch. Now, if I was going to buy one of these, what I'd do is exactly what I did. I'd go out and buy from the second-hand market. the prices plummet as soon as they're on that wrist. As soon as you look to resell it, the prices fall to around £500, and I think in really good condition, that's the type of price that you'd be picking these up at, boxed, papers and looked after. And at that price, I don't think you can really go very wrong with them. It's when you're looking at these as a $900, $1,200 watch, maybe you could look to do a little bit better if you're looking to really impress yourself with a nice Swiss movement. I'd definitely be looking for an automatic watch. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got to this point, it'd be really nice for you to subscribe to the channel. I am trying to put out more videos like this on different watches, more affordable, probably next time. I'll catch you next time.